Close that. Refresh that. Go back. Go here. All right. Now we are, I believe, live on both YouTube and Twitch. And I have voice, so I can speak. I think I'm live on YouTube. I can't even tell. I don't know how to stream on YouTube. I really don't. Okay, so this is gonna mess up my entire... Let me try that. Okay. No. Video. Alright, it's messing up my entire setup, but I don't think that there's anything I can do about that. So let's just hope this works. We're gonna have to see. Maybe it's this I want to change. Yeah, that got my stuff back on there at least. Alright. I'm sorry for the no music, but I am also streaming on YouTube, so until I figure out what to do about music for YouTube, there is only game music. So, we're gonna put that up there. Okay. Video. Full screen. Okay. I think that's good enough. Now all I need to do is add Stanley Parable to my audio sources. I'm sorry about this, guys. You know that I'm usually a lot more organized than this. The learning to stream on YouTube, too, has been difficult. And then my computer had an update, so I should have known that something would be wrong with my mic and my audio and everything, because every time Windows updates, it breaks something else. Alright. So, I am almost ready. I just need to see if I'm actually live right now on YouTube. There. Live. Here. Why did it revert back to the Story Forge? Change this. Stanley Parable Fun with allergies. Save. If anyone is in here that has just come across me, I swear it's not usually like this. Okay. I think we are all good now. We are live on both channels. If anyone is in here I don't want to hear my own voice. Fuck that shit. Oh, YouTube's not gonna like my language, by the way. But that's just how I go sometimes. I mean, the sensitivity seems fine. WASD control is duck. Okay. Mouse one is use. F5 take a screenshot. Alright, I think we're fine. So let us jump into this. And Alpaca, if you're still here, thank you for the head pat. I'm sorry, my audio was really fucked up. Oh, I'm peaking. I'm way too loud.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hang on, I had to pause because I'm way too loud for you guys. All right, let's hope that that is better. Okay. I have no idea how to play this. Oh, I gotta turn the sensitivity down. Keyboard, mouse. Okay.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision?
Boy,
what if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
How
he had never
you?
been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
Oh my gosh, let
Here
me
it
out.
comes.
Oh. There we go. Okay. How are you, Karn? How have you been? Okay, take two. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever, and it's making me sad.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Sorry, I feel like this messed with the, No, it's still just too high. Okay.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Doing alright, we making it. How about you? Yeah, just missing you all. Hoping y'all come back soon. I take it Stardew isn't gonna be an option tomorrow because y'all are having nights with dinner with Sagers.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It would be very late if we did. Okay, understandable.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
I mean, I might
just to
be
spend
able
a few
to do
moments
late.
here in this
Like, how late are we
immaculate,
talking?
beautifully constructed room.
I don't have to wake up
Stanley
early on
simply
Saturday.
stood here, drinking it all in.
Can I get a drink? Give. Give. Give.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so up, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
Not really
open
sure,
door
honestly.
on his left.
Alright.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
That sounds about right. I'll ask once they get back in the car. Where are you? Oh, wait, don't answer that on stream. But what are you doing? Ooh, a broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
All right. In the cart? Yeah.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Love the broom closet. Oops, I got turned around there. Can't go there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yeah, this seems totally safe. Completely, totally, and utterly safe. Oops. I hate that it goes away when I click off screen.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
How do you
Why did he
take in
feel
the
this
atmosphere
now,
of the broom
when for
closet?
years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Sorry, my allergies are kicking my ass tonight. Really inspect the detergent? Okay, Karn. Whoa! I will do that. Why
Stanley
do I
walked
feel
straight
like you're
ahead
trying
through
to
the
get me
large door
killed?
that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, lovely.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
This game is so rude.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh boy. Why does Stanley sound like he wearing high heels?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh, Karn, you know what else we need to do? We need to do more Undertale.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
What's up,
eating,
zombie?
working.
How are you?
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
Hi,
he
Julian.
would dismantle the
you?
controls once and for all.
Yeah, how do I do that? Here? Console disabled. It's already disabled. Tennisig and Julian, I'll say hi. Thank you. I speak the truth. I'm alright, zombie. My allergies are kicking my ass, and I've had a very long, frustrating week, but I'm chilling right now. I don't know what that is. Zombie, you gotta join a
And when at last he found the
community night
source of
with
the
us
room's
one of
power,
these times.
he
We do
knew
it
it
on
was
the
his
third
duty,
Friday of
his
every month.
obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood
on almost
for.
every month. And it's pretty much all VTubers, and we all chill and play some big party games like Mecha Chameleon and things like that. Sorry I wasn't streaming tonight. We're still on the way home from getting food. That's okay. You've got stuff going on, so I understand.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
Why do I not
immense
trust
possibility
this?
of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Wait a minute. Beat the game achievement? What? Karn, what's going on? Alright, hold on. I need to do something here real quick. Whoops, not that. That quickly, I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, I think I was going to turn my input volume down because I am very loud and I don't like compressing it. The end is never the end is never the end is never the end. Okay. Audio input capture filters. That's what I was doing because I redid my mic. So I'm going to put a noise gate. That seems fine. And then a limiter, threshold, a little bit down. I think I'm doing this right. Okay. So hopefully I'll sound better now. And back to it we go. Oh, it's begin the game again? Jesus.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh,
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I miss you
When
too,
Stanley came
Julian.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I was just telling Karn I miss you all a lot. Like, I've been losing my
Yet
mind
there
a
was
little
not
bit
a single
without y'all.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Am I just repeating the exact same thing? Hold on, I gotta do
Oh
what Karn
no,
said.
oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Karn, I don't see what you were talking about. The chemicals? I don't see any chemicals. Yeah, there's no chemicals in the broom closet. Sorry, I tried.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Like I'm in a
example,
loop?
why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Why am I in a
And for
loop?
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he
Okay.
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
This is freaking
One
me
he was
out, man.
amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
We are not the same, Stanley.
I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, lovely.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, okay.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh, jeez.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this.
Do I?
And in a certain
I'm
way,
not so sure.
seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Wait, the game audio is very low. I'm so sorry. At least I think. I can't see this stuff when I'm streaming because it puts it all off screen.
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
Is the audio going twice? I think the audio's going twice.
No time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood.
All right. Up to here. I think it was. Are you still able to hear it now when I go back into it?
Yeah, staring
here?
down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh god, here we go again. Are you able to hear this? Okay. It was going twice. I muted
All of his
one.
co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
The end is never the end is never the end. I don't know. So far, all this game has done is confuse the shit out of me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Damn, I can't go in it now, Karn. They're on to us.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, well now I can go in here. I've got the feeling... Does that say money's for stealing, but not yours, of course? Say that's a lovely purse? What? Okay, well that doesn't do any... That's a fucked up painting. I don't like that. That made me all grr.
Stepping into his manager's
this
office,
again.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
What's
He
up,
began
Faye?
wildly
How
tearing
are
through
you?
papers on the boss's desk, pulling
Did he?
books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried
Guess what?
below
What?
his feet. And so the boss had
I'm not
assigned
good at
it an
guessing.
extra secret pin number.
Just give me the answer.
2845. But of course,
Your computer
Stanley
came in.
couldn't
That's
possibly have known
awesome.
this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Are we gonna end up at
Stanley
the same
happened to
place,
input the
though?
correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
If you want, I can send a pic of the new rig. Sure, you can put it in pics in my Discord. We all want to see it. But that's awesome, and definitely in time for next karaoke, which is in like 9 days. I'm excited for you, Faye. That's awesome. Yeah, we're back here. Is this gonna go exactly the same
Stanley
as the
walked
other
straight
one?
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
No,
Facility.
this time I'm going this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Okay, they weren't lying. Hi, Wrath. How are you? Oh,
As
maybe
the
they were
machine whirred
lying.
into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been
they
of
weren't
no
lying.
consequence
Weren't lying.
whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley
That's on the
was
new loot
obliterated
faking? Hell yeah.
as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
Oh,
killing him
lovely.
instantly.
Lovely. Oh. This game is rude.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
It's peak. It runs everything perfectly. I'll be able to play it higher than 20 FPS. That's amazing. I am so happy for you, Faye. There is a oh, it changed. I appreciate the previous Stanley game as a work of art and standalone title. I appreciate the credit given to art, which is why I'm eager to. Are you gay? What? You're peak faking? Faye is awesome. Um, Screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Okay. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over 2 years of development. There are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Okay. Peak is a game, however, everyone here is fucking fantastic. We like to hear that, Faye. We like to hear that. I'm back here. What the fuck is going on? Sorry guys, I am a little bit low energy tonight because I took allergy medicine because my nose was really bad and now it's making me tired. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. You're fine, we're here for the vibes, and you always a vibe no matter what. You're so damn sweet, Faye. I don't know what I'm doing. Am I going back? I'm so confused. Yeah, I can't do that. You're very, very sweet, Faye. Oh, I can't go back. Am I just stuck? Can't go in here. Excuse me. There's always a way forward. I mean, you say that. Wait. Okay.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they
Hi,
wish to control
Tal.
one another. How they both wish to be free.
How are you, Tao?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No,
Can you see?
perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Damn. I thought she was bullshitting me. I got squished. Just got off work, tired. How are you? I'm alright. Having a long week. Quick pop in. I'll hop back when I'm home. Okay, Tao. Hydrate. Alright. I will hydrate with the nasty water stuff.
This is the
Thank you for
story
the
of a
head
man
pat,
named
Tal.
Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was
Karin, thank you for the head pat too. Oh, all of
And
my
then
other
one
redeems
day,
are
something
off
very
because
peculiar
of
happened.
Monday. I'm
something
sorry.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
Oh my
call
goodness.
a meeting,
Thank
or
you,
even
thank
say
you, thank
hi.
you. Thank you for all
Never
the
in
head
all
pats.
his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk
Julian, thank
and
you for the
stepped
head
out
pat.
of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
so
decided to go to the
confused.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an
Gotta
answer
go make
there.
dinner. Hope everyone has a fantastic day, evening, and or night. Thank you, Faye. Appreciate you. Tana just got on Pal World. Are you guys home now?
Still won't let me in that broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Got home a couple minutes ago. Oh, I would have, like, waited until this time to play with you. The elevator does nothing.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone?
Whoops,
This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments.
I should put my redeems back on. I'm sorry to YouTube because they don't really see this stuff, but I want to get my redeems back on because I turned them all off for D&D so that the things did not overwhelm. Won't lie, completely unsure how long we were going to be out for. Okay. Words. All right, just turning the redeems back on. Auto. All right, I think that's good. I really wish that Twitch would stop asking me to up my ads from 3 minutes to 5 because it's getting annoying. I say no every time, and every time they give me another notification like, come on, do this.
With some calming new age music.
What's up, Sig? How are you?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Sorry. I don't like that it closes when I... actually, options, video... Lizard. Hi. Tenno, yes. Hello, Sherm. How are you? In the past, this time was too late for you to stream, so I didn't want to make you wait when we didn't know we would be back. I saw you. It's okay. Yeah, it's different now, especially since like nights are the only time that I have to stream. And because, especially on Thursdays, Fridays, because I can sleep in the next day. Granted, tomorrow I can't, but it's been so long since I've got to chill with you, I would have done it, but I do realize you didn't know that. Doing alright. How about you and everyone else? I'm doing alright. I'm a little bit stressed. It's been a long week. I've had this IOP therapy that I'm in is intense. And
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I guess we'll try this way again. What's this? I can't jump down there. Hi, Vampy. It's so good to see you.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
It's got television
Did he
screens
have the strength
that have
to
the
find out?
employee numbers on them. If all fails, just go back. I feel like I have
Now
no
the
idea
monitors
what I'm
jumped to
doing.
life, their true nature
It's
revealed.
just the same thing
Each
over
bore
and
the
over and
number
over.
of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Nothing bad ever
And
happened by
Stanley,
going
one
into
of
the
them,
mind control
eternally
facility.
monitored in this place where freedom meant
God,
nothing.
with the shit my mind does, I wouldn't mind if my mind got controlled.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
That said
Never.
something
It was
pirate.
unthinkable, wasn't it?
We have a
Was it even
pirate?
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
It's good to hear you're getting a breather finally. Yeah. Yeah, we're all glad Tenno gets to relax right now. It's great to hear the move is going smoothly, I hope, from what I've heard.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
I don't think I went up
Walking,
here last
eating,
time.
working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
That did nothing. Yeah, that did absolutely nothing. All settled, just a couple more boxes to go through. Like, if you guys think that you'll be home around this time tomorrow, I would still be down to do Stardew. I won't have to get up early on Saturday. I miss my friends, man. How's your night going, Bam? 2. Wait, can I push these in order or something? Where's 1? So 4 is up there, 2 is over there. That's 5. That's 3. Here's 1. Okay, so 1, 2. 3. Yeah, I get that, Vampy. Me too. 4. You'd be down for some Stardew? Alright, we'll check with the boys and see if, like, they want to and y'all get home from dinner. That was 4. I need 5. Wasn't 5 over... I thought 5 was over here somewhere. Am I losing my mind? No, it's up here. And then there was a 6 somewhere. Right? Or no, was it just 5? Did I do all that for nothing? Tinks, I did all that for nothing. Alright, let's try this button. Nothing. I am confusion. Going back out tomorrow for dinner, but after that, as long as the boys are down, Tenno may not stream it. He said that's fine. I have to go this way.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine
Great to
for
hear.
yourself.
Hopefully
Is that
the
what
track
you wanted?
wasn't too bad
Control?
for you. Hopefully you get to unpack completely and get to
Stanley,
kick back for a bit.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand.
Yeah, hopefully, but
there's
they are
only
moving
so much
against
that
it,
machine
so.
can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times,
I sure
let
have
the
been
office
missing
sink
y'all.
into
I've
the
been missing
ground,
them like
swallowing
crazy,
everyone
Sherm.
inside,
That's
or
my
I let it burn to
family.
a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control
I can't
wrested
turn
away
it
from you,
off
it's
now.
quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be
It goes for
even
you too,
better.
Aya. Aw, thanks.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Yeah, I haven't
But I'm
been streaming
enjoying
as
this
much
so
because
much.
I miss
You know
streaming
what?
with,
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra
my
time on the
friends.
clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
Rude.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Well, busy next few months too. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Just hopefully you get everything you need. First go. You don't have to go, oh shit, I need that now. Where is it? Yeah. Absolutely.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure.
There was an earth-shattering kaboom, yeah.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
I need to change
This is
my
it,
merch,
Stanley.
because my merch
Your
has my
chance
old
to redeem
spelling.
yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Hell?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
My shirt
Oh,
fell.
Stanley,
It
is
may
that
or may
you?
not have been
Hold
it.
on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
I think he meant me blowing up in the
Okay, there
video
we
game.
go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
No, I
Who'd
saw
want to
that
commit
coming
their
a
life to
mile
you?
away.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
BRB gonna grab some cold pizza real quick. All right, Sherm, sounds good. I'm trying to press other things. It doesn't let me.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Ew, cold pizza. I think cold pizza is good. It's got to be the right kind, and you get but cold pizza can be just as good as
And so he began to fantasize about
bad
his own
pizza.
job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors.
You were
and that he could
condemned
go
for
through
eating cold
either.
pizza?
At
That's
last,
crazy.
choice.
Cold
It
pizza
barely even
good
mattered
as long as
what
it
lay
isn't
behind
right.
each door.
Yeah.
The mere
And Sig is a
thought
cold
that
pizza
his
eater.
decisions would
Nasty.
mean
So
something
am I,
was almost too
Julian.
wonderful to
You
be
about to get
believed.
unmodded? No. we stand cold
As
pizza
he wandered
around here.
through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and
Okay, cold crazy
destinations.
bread is psycho.
Down one path lay an enormous round
Frankly,
room with
is it Little
monitors and
Caesars
mind
that has the crazy
controls.
bread?
And down another was a yellow
'Cause
line
that's
that
psycho
weaved
in
in
and of
many
itself.
directions. And down
That
another
ain't
was a game
pizza.
with a baby.
That's
And
cardboard.
he called it the Stanley Parable.
Domino's too, if that's where it's from. They're cardboard. Get some real pizza. Then talk to me about eating it cold.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Yeah, but where did you get it, Sig? That's the real question. Where was it from?
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch
No
this.
answer, so I'm
Stanley,
guessing it's
the
Domino's
next
or
time
Little
the screen
Caesars,
asks
which
you
is
to
not
push a
pizza.
button, do not do it.
Trust your Italian friend. No, it told me not to do it. Now I'm confused. Am I supposed to be pushing it or am I not supposed to be? Why am I so eepy? Well, because allergy meds. That's why I'm so eepy. It's Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut that has crazy bread? No, I don't think so. In our case, it was Little Caesars. Yeah, cardboard. So eating cardboard cold is pretty gross. Yes.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look
But
at
eating
himself?
real pizza cold is good.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Oh.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Threw some Louisiana hot sauce on it. I can't do hot sauce. I cannot.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Stop locking me out of the broom closet. Rude game.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Did the wrong thing. Pat, Sneaky Giraffe, how are you? I hope you're well. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Pretty good? That's awesome. How things been with you?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
You don't sound good, just allergies.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength
Hydrate with no
to
water,
find out?
thank you. Drink a peach snapple.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
I get
Their
those
true
too.
nature
What was the
revealed.
question you asked? I
Each
just
bore
been
the
asked
number of an
what you've been up
employee
to
in the
lately.
building. Stanley's co-workers.
What games you've been playing
the
and stuff
lives
like
of so
that.
many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
Got
it.
into
His
Dead
own
Island too.
life
I've been
in
doing it a
someone
lot.
else's
I'll have to look that
control?
up. I don't know what it
Never.
is.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof.
Again.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I thought you said peach schnapps for a sec, then it registered Snapple. Yeah, I don't drink often. Sure, it's almost never gonna be schnapps. Oh, and Pow World? I need to get back into that. I just, like, the server I was playing, everyone got too far ahead of me, so I didn't want to keep streaming it. Maybe I'll play it solo? I don't know. Because Power World is fun, but I feel like it's only a game that's fun with your friends. And the trick is getting your friends on at the same time. We just bought some peach schnapps. Peach schnapps are pretty good. Back when I used to drink more, and Sig made me an old fashioned, I don't like those. I'm sorry. That's just, it's too much alcohol for me. But that's awesome. That's cool that he did that for you. Did you like it? So like, wait, what was I gonna say? Oh, back when I did drink, a bit, I liked peach Bellini. Hold on, let me Google it because it's been a while. I think it's been since my wedding. I haven't had one since my wedding, and now I'm like divorced of years and stuff. So, peach Bellini is peach puree and prosecco. Fresh white peach puree or nectar, chilled prosecco or sparkling wine, and a peach slice. I used to love those.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible
it gets boring
place
fast.
and
Yeah,
to everything it
most
stood
solo
for.
games get boring to me fast. I am definitely a multiplayer streamer. Is this just gonna give me the same ending as before where the door opens?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
It's just giving me the
Unshackled
same ending
himself
as
from
before.
someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
Whoa.
it will be
That
his.
scared the crap out of
And
me.
that was all he needed to know.
George,
It
welcome
was
back
perhaps
into
the
the
only
coven.
thing
Welcome
worth
back to
knowing.
the emotes.
Stanley
Welcome back.
stepped
How
through
are
the
you?
open door.
I love you. Sorry I haven't been around. No need to be sorry. We all have lives. Things happen. I'm just glad when you are around. Been busy as shit. Yeah, me too. Me too, friend. Me too.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the
Thank
feeling
you,
of liberation,
thank you for
the
the
immense possibility of the
11
new path
months.
before him.
I appreciate you.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I've already got that ending. Wait, so the old fashioned was made with Everclear? Because old fashions are supposed to be whiskey, Julian. Have you gotten the broom closet? I'm locked out of the broom
Stanley
closet.
knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I can't
Perhaps
go
he
to the
wanted to
broom
stop by
closet.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Where's the broom closet? Oh, I passed it by going that way. I can't check it out. Or no, it's past the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
I'm
up
locked
to his
out of the
boss's
broom
office,
closet.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Doesn't have to be only whiskey. Okay, bartending school lied to me. Or maybe it's changed since then, I guess. That's possible.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh shit, this is the
But
loop
Stanley
again.
just couldn't do it.
I'm...
He considered the
Damn
possibility
it,
of
I did
facing
not
his
mean to
boss,
come down here. I'm
admitting
in
he
the
had
loop
left his
again.
post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange...
Oh yeah, fair enough. I feel like I'm just doing the same things over and over.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Things tend to not
When Stanley
end
came
well
to
when
a
I
set
mix
of
my
2
lights
open
and my darks.
doors,
I
this was
can
not the
understand
correct way
that.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Penalty for jumping off the cargo list, $5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Got some Minute Maid and Spike to that strawberry daiquiri, and it's 13.9 and low-key loving it.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
What do you guys think? Red or blue? One for red, two for blue. Or you could just write the words, yeah. Red. I'm assuming Rebel was red. So we have 2 reds and a blue so far. Oh, Rebel? Well, shit. We have a blue, a red, and a... Oh, Rebel. Okay, blue. So now there's 2 blues. Okay.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
The fuck?
Stanley walked through the red door.
There isn't purple.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, he's gonna murder me.
You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see.
This guy is very angry
Stanley.
with
Help
me.
elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go.
Whoa.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good?
I did
Think we
say
can do
3
that?
is my
Yes?
favorite number. 5 is second.
Wonderful.
Because 35
Here,
is my
based on
lucky
the data
number.
from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
I can't go back, can I? Damn.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Why does that
Perfect.
scare me?
Let me boot it up. In this game,
what
the
the
baby crawls
fuck?
left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
I don't
Be
think
sure
I
to keep
wanna do
notes
that.
on your experience.
You know what? The baby can get burnt. That noise is too annoying.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the
Both?
latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done.
I
It's
did.
over.
I turned the baby
Thank
off.
you for playing. Your
The baby
input
was annoying
extremely
me too,
valuable.
Giraffe.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
Baby hater. I don't hate them. I just don't love them.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ooh, new game. Let's go. Am I gonna be back in my office? Oh, what the?
Well,
It's
Stanley,
Minecraft.
is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
Yeah, but I can't do
But
anything.
is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
Minecraft. Let's play. Let's go.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I don't trust this man, but I also don't have any other options. They didn't give me a tool or anything, and there's no way to go. What? I can't even go in.
Isn't it
There we go.
grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay.
Oh, my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. I don't think this dude actually wants me to play Minecraft.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh, damn it. One sec. I'm just checking something on the other screen really quick. All right. Back to game.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Portal? I don't know. I haven't played a lot of Portal.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings.
This man really
and I certainly
hates me.
don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work, and I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Oh, that was mean, Sig. That was mean. And yes, it was time to jump in. Oh god, there wasn't a floor there. I didn't know there wasn't a floor there. That was actually perfect timing. I was like, did this game really put in a Project Zomboid jump scare? Oh, why? Why? Why do you all hate me? You don't hate me, zombie. You're nice to me. Julian's usually nice to me, too. Alright, well, this isn't a way like I thought it would be. Ah!
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten
Karn?
it down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the
coordinating
confusion.
this?
That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
So I have a friend that this weekend is going to help me learn more about the YouTube streaming and how to... Why do I hear... Is that rain or fire?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
For Carl! Alright, I'm gonna try the red one this time, I guess.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and
We're
running
just
and
in a
running,
circle
just the way
now.
you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Carl, you're not supposed to do that. Carl's like a god. Carl can do whatever he wants. That doesn't look healthy. Neither does that. Oh well. You ever seen
What do we
llama with
want?
hats?
What
No,
are
I
we
don't know
looking
what that
for?
is. Whoa.
Here.
Whoa.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
It's a YouTube classic. I have not. I keep wanting to go in there, but this stuff is pretty, so I'm just looking.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Yeah, you can send it on
Please, Stanley,
Discord,
think about what you're
Sherm.
doing. No!
Ow.
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room? There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving. Stanley.
What's up,
go
Fidel?
back.
How are
There's
you?
nothing good that can come from this.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Was there any way through there? No. Maybe there's a door up there this time.
No. No, no. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
There's no door.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
Excited to go
Can
to
you do
college?
that for
Hell
me?
yeah.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll
What are you
see-
gonna study,
You'll
Fidel?
see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you? No, perhaps not. My
Firefighting?
God. Is this
That's a
really
college
how much
thing?
you
I
dislike
didn't
my
know
game?
that.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
I don't know what to do. If I stay here, nothing happens but pretty colors. If I go in there, I'm just dying over and over. Well, like hurting myself over and over.
Is it over?
I died this
It's going
time.
to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Ads, yeah, unfortunately, ads do happen.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Is there anywhere else to go in there? I feel like I went the only 2 ways you can go.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on
Welcome back,
track.
Fidel. Sorry about the ads. Twitch makes me. Twitch has been trying to make me up the ad time as well. They want me to go
But
from
Stanley
3
didn't
minutes
want
to
go
5,
back
and
to
they
the
keep
office.
telling me
He wanted
over
to
and
wander
over
about
and
and get
over and
even further
over.
off track.
And it's
So
kind
now,
of
in order to
annoying
get
me.
back, he needed to go.
I don't want to up my ads.
From here, it's.
You haven't had allergies for
left.
years? I'm jealous. I'm so jealous.
Oh no, no, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly. Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Only time I had it after I got
Let's
sick
see,
with
we went
COVID.
down
Damn.
right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you had COVID. Oh God, we're back here. I had COVID a lot of times.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
I
This
have
time,
been,
suppose
but
we
I
don't
haven't
wander
been
so
getting
far
free
off track,
will.
Okay, from the top.
I've just been dying over and over. Different ways, but still.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what?
Oh?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story. I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. Damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong.
Before
It's
I pass
possible
out,
the
just wanted
story
to
is
tell you, hope
back
you have a
where we
wonderful
just
night and a
came
great rest
from.
of your stream.
Why
And that
don't we
goes
go
for
back the
everybody.
other
You
direction
too,
and see if we
Sherm.
missed anything.
Hope to see you tomorrow night. It sounds like we'll be doing some Stardew a little bit later than usual, but that's... I just want to see my friends. Well, that's if Karn and Tenno are in for that, I guess. I guess we didn't get the go-ahead from them yet.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story.
I'm
Okay,
alright,
let's
Fidel.
head back
My
the other
allergies are
way
just
and
bad, but other
retrace
than
our
that, I'm doing
steps.
pretty good. What?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? But you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Alright,
I
but
know
I'll
you
be on
put in a
tomorrow,
lot
so
of
I'll
hard
get
work,
it later.
and it
Hopefully
really paid
catch
off.
y'all
So,
before I
good
pass out.
job.
Alright, Sherm, have a great night.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
The narrator is rude.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
What? He's British. What do we expect? Hey, I used to live in England, and they were some of the nicest people I have ever met.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience
I don't
of
know what
that
that means,
existence, right?
Sig.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh gosh. Hi, Nye! It's my first time playing it. I'm so confused. Wait, that's right. Did I just get turned around? I'm not loving this music. Hold on, actually. Can I turn that down a little bit? Audio, music. Yeah, okay. But how are you? It's good to see you, Nye. That did not turn it down much, did it?
Cut the music, go back, and look at that fern.
But what?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's a fucking fern. Like, what am I supposed to... I'm so glad that music
Wait,
ended.
we're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
This dude really does not like me.
You know what, Stanley?
Ah!
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just new to the streaming on YouTube thing, so I keep checking on it to make sure it's okay. Okay. We are back. This direction.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
How has the
What do
Power
you
World
want our
been,
story
Nye?
to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
We're
Whatever
going
it might
in
be,
a
Stanley,
circle.
I'm ready for it.
Okay. Been
Oh,
good, been
no, not
grinding
you
super
again.
hard. Hell yeah.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Making the ultimate pal, even the ultimate pal army. Hell yeah.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we
Is it,
mustn't
though?
squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The,
Somehow
whatever
I
it is
doubt
that
it.
made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if
Ow.
all of his co-workers were gone, what could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's start from the top one more time. 2 more times and it's certain death, it said. The narrator will disappear.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
The narrator sounds depressed.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't know if I've done all the this way endings.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's
I think I
been
already
waiting.
did this. Don't pick up the phone? Okay.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Phone ringing gives me anxiety. Then turn it off? What do you mean? How do I turn it off? I'll just pick it up. Oh, wait.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light
Oh.
engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
I didn't either. Karn told me.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch.
This guy
I'm
likes
going to
to
stop the
lecture
game for a
me.
moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also
boy.
be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Is it 4:30? It's time to have a back,
Ah,
sack, and crack.
welcome
I don't know
back.
what that
You
means,
may
so I
have
really
noticed
didn't want to
that this
say
room
it.
has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I am going to stop for a second and go to the bathroom. So I will be back in just a minute. Let me put on some Stanley Parable music for wait, don't I have Stanley Parable music pulled up? Because of the YouTube thing, I can't use music. But this weekend I have a friend that is going to teach me how to do some audio stuff. Copyrighted music. 'Cause I don't know where the Stanley Parable music went. All right, well, this new site that I looked at for non-copyright music, the first thing that comes up is Pride Month 30
Let's
tracks,
take
so
this
we're gonna
show
go
on
with
some
that.
shit, different day.
That's
I'll
way
be
too
bored
loud.
out my mind.
How do I
Hometown
turn it down? How do I turn it down? Where's the volume? I really have to go to the bathroom. Why isn't there volume?
We'll just go with that and I'll turn the opera volume down. There we go. And I will be back in just a minute. I did that. I gotta. Mics are messed up on this too.
Alright, I gotta figure my stream out. I will do that later. Okay. Alright, back to the game. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, sorry, one more second. I didn't have my stream pulled up. Oh, and I'm still on BRB because, you know, I'm a genius streamer. I'm so good at this. There we go.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality. Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I go left or right, guys? I don't know if y'all are still here with me after I took such a long break, but if you are, do I go left or right? I think that's why I find this game so hard. This is a game full of decisions, and I am Lil Miss Never Make a Decision. Decision paralysis. Oy.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late. Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was
Backrooms
mine,
time,
and you've run it
great.
into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how
I mean,
important
yeah,
it was
kind
to
of.
be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect.
Yeah, I did
worked
that in
so
the first
hard on
4
it.
minutes
I
of the
tried
game,
so
dude.
hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an
What?
answer
I still
there.
can't go in the broom closet? It's not boarded up anymore. That's annoying.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
They
boss's
blocked
office.
me from going down.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
I forgot the code. It was night something 115, I think.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Night
He
Shark
spoke it
115.
into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's actually voice
I'm
activated.
sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Bro, I tried. It doesn't. You're.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But
I'm
you know what?
trying.
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you...
How you
Is
doing,
everything
Tal?
okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
So was that the actual
this is
ending? I'm
important.
getting credits, so I'm assuming
The story
that was
made
the
you. It needs
actual
you to make a
ending.
decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Yippee, I'm good, nice.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as
Tell
much time
me.
as you need.
Oh. This is different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
Welcome
to
to
the
the
meeting room.
whiteboard
Perhaps he had
ending.
simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
The end is never the end. It's got to end at some point.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
I've made the narrator
But
so
eager
depressed.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This looks like it's back to the way it was, which means I've done this.
Here's the door, just go. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Walk a lonely road.
Now the
only
monitors
road
jumped to
that
life,
I have
their true
ever
nature
known.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
This is the game
No.
that doesn't end. Yes, it
He
goes on.
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone
Yeah,
else's
I
control.
figured this way I'm gonna get
Never.
out to the happy
It was
ending where you
unthinkable.
actually like
Wasn't
leave.
It? Was it
and
even
then I'm
possible?
gonna stop.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human
Actually,
life.
what do we say?
For
Which ending do we
he
want
would
to be the
dismantle
final
the
ending? The
controls
happy
once
ending where I
and
shut it
for
down,
all.
or the other ending where we all blow up? How would you guys like it to end? Just flips through notes, 10 more endings to go. Yeah, we're not doing all that tonight. We've done a bunch. I can't figure out the rest right now while I'm this tired. So how would you like it to go? Big boom or happy ending? Come on, guys. Go happy? Okay. Let me go happy. Happy end? Okay. We have a consensus, which is good because I already chose it.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
Oh, that's cool
but
when you look at
happiness.
it close up.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
All right. We'll end with him happy. So, that said, we're going to raid out. We are going to raid my bestie. I would really appreciate if y'all would come along for this, because this is Mr. Nice Gamer. It is his last night as Mr. Nice Gamer 88. He is changing his name tomorrow. It's a big secret what it is, but that'll be fun. And yeah. So raid Mr. Nice Gamer 88. He is playing Power World, I believe. Yes, he is playing Power World on his server, and I would appreciate it so much if you guys would put one of these in. That's if you are not subbed. If you are subbed, you can do the one with the emotes. And I will greatly appreciate that, especially when it's a raid to gamer, because that's my bestie. I love him. So we want to show our support, please, please. And I will see you guys tomorrow night, I think. Provided Karn and Tenno want to do some Stardew after work or after dinner. So we will find out about that sometime during the day tomorrow. I'll let y'all know. I think yeah, I think that's it. Everybody have a great night. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Tal. Thank you, Sig. Thank you, Tenno. Julian, if you're still here. Bye. Everybody. I just really appreciate all of you. And have a wonderful evening. If it ever lets me hit right now. You too, Tal. It's all I may hit right now, so.
Given